JJ Perez for Inside Runner Sports here with Jerry Briggs following UTSA's 49-7 loss to Arizona State here in Sun Devil Stadium in Tempe, Arizona. Jerry, just some quick thoughts on the game. It wasn't a pretty one for the Roadrunners. They really didn't have nothing go right for them today, did they?
Well, they had lots of young players out there starting for the first time. I think 3 freshmen on the offensive line, and that's where really the struggles began right there up front. They couldn't protect. They didn't do a very good job of creating lanes for the running backs, and it was tough. Cordell, had a brutal first, opening 2 minutes like that. I just felt bad for him because I think he's been better than that in practice, but things just kind of went haywire, and it didn't get any better.
We saw both quarterbacks today, kind of not a rotation, but they got a good amount of series each. I think it kind of, by the time we saw DJ, the game was out of hand, and it was just, I guess Frank was just trying to see what he had in both of these guys. This is a tough environment to play in, a good physical ASU team, and a good test to get some film to see what they did and where they can improve. Ain't that right, Jared?
Right. I think he has to play DJ in a game like tonight. I mean, the game was getting away from him. He needed to try something to get a spark going. And like I said, it is tough. When you go in there and you're down by that many points, the defense can just pin their ears back, and it was very tough on DJ to go in there and try to get something going under those circumstances. Just tough all around night.
My biggest takeaway from tonight is, I guess, the struggles of the running game. Some of that, there was some miscommunications along the offensive line tonight. But I just think Arizona State's a lot better than I thought they were, at least in the trenches. They won the battle of the trenches tonight, and that was kind of the game in a nutshell. They put pressure on the pocket of the Roadrunners' pocket, and the Roadrunners just couldn't do anything consistently offensively to do it. And I don't know that it was all because of the Roadrunner offense, that it more of the Arizona State defense.
Yeah, I mean the freshman defensive lineman that intercepted the pass and then took it back. I think that kid was like 299 pounds, and he's rumbling in for the touchdown there with 2 minutes into the game. Probably the biggest moment of his life. But that's just it's just one of those games. I mean, stuff like this happens in a Power 5 environment like this on a very, very hot night. You have an inexperienced team up against those circumstances, and things just have a tendency to get out of hand at times. They do not have much time to put this behind them, because Baylor won big today, and that's going to be another very, very tough challenge for them next week.
One last thing on this environment, Jerry. It wasn't a capacity crowd, but this is a newly renovated stadium. The fans here were loud. It was hot. It was real hot. I think I measured it 95 at the end of the game, 100 at the start. So a very difficult environment to baptize, like Frank said, some of the younger kids, and you got to hope that maybe they'll be able to grow from this. But at this point, there's more questions than answers moving forward, I think.
There really are. I mean, Frank's got a lot of work to do here in the next 24 hours. I mean, to get that, to parse that tape and figure out, where to start on Sunday night, practice Sunday night, give them a day off Monday, bring them back out Tuesday. How do you coach that? There's so many things to fix, but you can't be too tough on them, because I think they did give a pretty strong effort, particularly some stretches defensively. Particularly Josiah was all over the field and just really playing his heart out. So a lot of things, like I said, a lot of things to clean up. Not too much time to do it. We'll just have to see what happens a week from today.
You ready to go home?
I am.
Yeah, that'll do it for Inside Runner Sports. JJ Perez, Jerry Briggs, wrapping up from Tempe. We'll see you back in San Antonio.